5 minutes. Mr. Brandon, you have been the acting director for 1 year and 11 months now, correct?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Turk and Mr. Temple work for you?
They do.
Why are they not here?
When we received the request, the invitation to testify, Mr. Chairman, I met with my team, consulted with DOJ, and wanted to quickly respond by having someone here from ATF, and that person would be me.
But the invitation was to yourself, Mr. Turk, and Mr. Temple, and you unilaterally decided that Mr. Turk and Mr. Temple would not be here?
No, I did not.
Who decided that Mr. Turk and Mr. Temple were not going to be here?
Well, the decision is theirs voluntarily. To let you know, Mr. Chairman, I didn't order them not to be here, and no one that I know of from the department ordered them not to be here.
So they personally chose not to be here?
That's their free decision, but also I agreed with it. I'm not going to duck anything here.
So they just decided that coming before Congress was an optional activity and that they were not going to do it. I think I understand. You understand that I have, do you know what a subpoena is, Mr. Brandon?
Yes, I do.
What does a subpoena require you to do?
To appear before the court or the legislative body in this case.
See this subpoena right here? I don't have to ask a judge. I don't need to get a vote here. We are now hereby subpoenaing here's one for Mr. Turk. He used to testify before this committee in a deposition on March 21st. Is there any reason he cannot attend at that time?
I don't believe so.
He will be served this subpoena. Mr. Temple, he's going to present himself for a deposition, which is a much more difficult thing than appearing before Congress. These things go on for hours under oath. Any reason he can't be here on March 22nd at 10 a.m.?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. And you're the director, you're the acting director, so you can help make sure that his schedule is free to be here at that time?
I will make sure of that.
I just issued a subpoena for Mr. Temple as well. He will present himself before this committee. These are not optional exercises. Now, Mr. Kraft was given a little bit shorter notice. We're going to have that discussion with the Department of Justice. He was the minority witness that was requested by Mr. Cummings to be here. His non-presence is also totally and wholly unacceptable, and we'll figure out how to best move forward on him. These are not optional exercises. You're wasting this committee's time by allowing Mr. Turk and Mr. Temple to think anything other than when they're invited to come to Congress, they will come to Congress. And when I send you a notice on Thursday of last week, for you to contact your department, your agency, your people, for them to contact our office last night in the 5 o'clock hour is totally and wholly unacceptable. There is no excuse for that, and we will not tolerate that. And if I need to issue a subpoena at the get-go, you tell me. We will do that every time because they should have been here today. And if you had given us the proper notice, as was laid out in the letter, which says that you will contact the committee by March 6th, which you did not, then we would have issued a subpoena and they'd be here today and we'd have a more full and complete hearing. And everybody in this audience, and especially the Zapata family, could hear from these people. Do we understand each other?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, we do. And I apologize if there was a communication as late as yesterday. I was under the understanding that there was communication. And if there was a subpoena, obviously they would be here. But I hear you loud.